You come down to the sales and there's a real hustle and bustle in the air as Bloodstock agents, trainers, owners are all going in search of the next champion. Tom and Grant Pritchard-Gordon are from the family-run Badgers Bloodstock, who recently tasted Group 1 success with Chiquita over in the Irish Oaks. We caught up with Grant and Tom, and they explained what life is like going in search of the dream.
We're a family business. It's just Tom and myself, although my wife is a partner and my daughter's a partner and my son in Australia is a partner, but it's basically Tom and I doing the legwork. We don't employ anyone else. We do all our own research. We do all our looking together, but we work as a team, me and Tom.
What are the benefits that you find in working with family, working with your son?
Well, what Tom brings to it, which I haven't got, he's got all the technology right at his fingertips, and as a result he's able to do some amazing research, accessing information which I wouldn't know where to look for and how to get to. When we're doing presentations to clients, Tom is able to do some wonderful presentations with computer graphics and photographs, and you know, he's got the energy. I haven't got the energy. I'm getting older. But
have you seen that side of things sort of advance with the times, the sort of technological side of being a Bloodstock agent?
Tom and I haven't carried a catalogue for the last 3 years. We carry all our information here on the internet, on our iPads. Our catalogues are here, and we infill everything onto iPads. And so it's changed dramatically. It really has. And the fact is, we can pull up information, we can pull up races all on the computer or the iPad, and we're much more au fait with information and research. And research is absolutely most important thing of all when you're buying horses.
So take us back to the start. What is the role of the Bloodstock agent?
Well, clients come to us and they say they're looking for X, Y, Z horse, and they want our ability to source that horse. And most of the work we do is here at sales. We buy the majority of our horses at sales, and we have to go to the clients and we have to give them, they give us an indication of what they want in their price bracket, and we go to them with a list of horses which we think may suit their price bracket, which will be hopefully athletic and win races. And then we go through it with them. We go and look at those horses, we inspect them, we vet them, and we value them, and we work with them and in trying to buy. But you know, in a market like this, which is very strong, we're going to the market more often than not without success.
So what are you looking for then?
You're basically looking for an athlete. You want a horse to be well balanced. This horse has got a very good depth of shoulder, depth of girth to him as well. He's got a good shoulder to him. He's actually a very correct horse. And that actually comes, he's by Kodiak, who's the son of Dane Hill, and he's very much of that mould. You know, he's a strong, powerful looking horse.
For those that don't know, that when you say depth of shoulder, depth of girth, just expand on that.
Basically, what it is, the girth is obviously just in the front leg. You want to have a good length of the girth there. I mean, that's where the heart and lungs are. And we've found, going through all our notes, that all the good horses that we've looked at all tend to have a good depth of girth. It's something that we find is very important in a horse. He's got a good hind leg to him, and he's got a good quarter, so he's got a powerful engine behind as well, and that's more important for sprinter types, which he's bred to be a sprinter. The likes of Galileo, etc., they tend to have a slightly shorter quarter, and they have a deeper shoulder normally, and they have a much bigger walk. Those stamina-laden horses, rather than this little speedball, is got a more of an economical kind of walk.
And when you're looking at the walk, what are the sort of specifics that you're looking for?
Well, you just want you want him to walk like a liquid type walk. You doesn't want it to be any jolted movements. Everything needs to look like his. I mean, there's the phrase "will walk like a panther." You know, everything needs to be really fluid and look like he's going to be an athlete. It's when you see human athletes walk, you see like a Seb Coe walk. You know, they've got a real fluid movement to them, and it's the same thing, be it equine or human.
And how does it work? Do you give each horse a mark? Do you give them a grade?
Yeah, we grade them, and everyone has their own ways of grading. But to be honest, to give you a little bit of a secret, it's really a tick or a cross. And if you're looking at horses, you go and see a whole load of horses, and you give them a tick or a cross. Now go and look at the ticks again. And when you're looking at the like by like, all the horses with a tick, it's amazing how you sift it. And it really is a sifting process. So a horse that we end up buying or bidding on, we've probably seen 3 or 4 times. And we've seen others which we've had that tick, and then the next time they've had a cross. So the short list gets shorter and shorter. So
and when you go there the second, third, fourth time, what are you looking for on each sort of visit? Are you looking for something different or something to put you off?
I always hope that every horse that comes out of the stable is the next champion. It's what keeps me doing my job. Anything, whatever's going to come out of the stable, I really hope it's going to be a nice horse. And I think Tom and I give it every chance to be a nice horse. We always make it do the same procedure. We always have them walk up and down twice. We see them from the side, we see them from head on, and we give them every chance to impress us. But of course, we've got to look and see if they've got good conformation, if they're going to be sound, and if they look like what they're meant to look like. So, as I said, when we go back the second and the third time, we've got a pretty good idea what we're looking at. We're just trying to fall in love even more.
What are the sort of warning signs for you as a bloodstock agent when a horse parades? What can go wrong?
Well, firstly, we like to buy off a good nursery. I mean, I think it's fundamental the horse comes from the right stud. And on research we've done previously, we've found out that certain studs have a much higher percentage of stakes winners than other studs, and that certainly comes into the equation when we're buying horses. When you're looking at a horse and it comes to a good stud and he's prepared badly, then warning signs do flash up, because obviously you know that they're professionals and there might be something wrong with the horse, the fact that he is prepared badly. Apart from that, if the horse comes from a bad stud, or a bad stud, if a horse comes from a stud that isn't so fair in prepping horses as well, and that horse stands out, then that gives you more encouragement to go for that horse, because obviously more of a natural athlete himself.
What happens in the bidding process then with you and Tom? Are you both in the ring when the sale's going on?
When it comes to the bidding process, we're joined at the hip. Tommy and I would be talking before we go into the ring what our budget is, what the likely price is going to be, what the averages of the stallion, the progeny, who's going to be in there, are there any updates of any horses relevant, any close relations who've done well or by the sire have done well. And we try and build a picture up together, but when we get to the ring, we know what we're going to bid. We know to what level. No one else knows, except the client. But we know what we're going to bid. And we normally, some people bid quite slowly, but Tommy and I normally get in pretty early, and we bid to our level, and then we stop. And that's it.
And then once the horse is bought for the client, is that your job done?
Absolutely.
Move over to the client and away you go?
No, absolutely no. I think that we like to maintain a close relationship with the horse, with the client, with the trainer where it's going to go to. I'm not saying that we have a major input from that stage. Our major input is actually buying, but we don't just say, right, that's yours, over to you. We like to be involved. If we can go and see the horse being trained, if we can talk with the trainer, provide photographs, videos for the owner, to just generally keep an involvement. As I said, we hope every horse is going to be a champion, and if we walk away and there's a champion there and we haven't kept touching it, we kick ourselves. So we hope everything's a champion. We want to stay involved as long as we can.